Let me be as blunt as I can. You don't get an academic egghead out of Santa Clara. You get someone that understands the world. To be a good lawyer, you have to get out into the community. You've got to understand the people you're living with, working with, and the environment around you. To me, a good lawyer understands people. And if you understand people, you must get out of your office. You must get out on the street and understand the society in which we live. Santa Clara Law School exemplifies putting out people that will do that. That's why I'm a very proud supporter. Although I didn't go there, I'm a very proud supporter of the school.
When I think of Joe in terms of his contribution to the profession, I think about Jesuit values and how we are taught in Jesuit education that education is of value, but it's our lived experience with respect to the education that actually adds value not only to our lives, but to the community in which we live, because there are individuals in that community who have not had the opportunity to have that rich educational experience. And through our experience with them and for them, through service, we lift our entire community.
Joe has been a great leader in the law. I think the community, both locally and nationally, are better because of Joe. And he certainly has been an influence on my life. And I think that there are other lawyers in his firm from Santa Clara that he's had a great influence on. And I think that what he does in the community as a whole, from trying to keep the courtroom doors open, preserving the civil justice system, to what he's done on specific cases to forward the law, has been wonderful for all of us, including Santa Clara.
And being a leader is a very amorphous thing. It takes, there have been some great leaders, and I don't think of myself as that. I think of myself that puts the right foot in front of the left foot and keeps moving forward. Do I trip? You bet I do. The key is getting up.
And when I think about Joe, I think about one of Dr. King's speeches, just a portion of it. And it goes something like this. Cowardice asks the question, is it safe? Expediency asks the question, is it politic? But conscience asks the question, is it right? And Joe always asks the question, is it right? Because he's guided by conscience. And so, as a role model, as a luminary, as someone who has done so much for so many, the way in which he approaches his cases, the ethics and the values and the integrity, I think serve as lessons for the rest of us, for all of us, that you can be ethical, that you can be a person of integrity, and you can have concern about the community and do good work and have success, and thereby bring success to the lives of so many others as well.
He is tenacious on a case, whether it's the smallest or the biggest, like the case we just tried together, lead paint, or the smallest case. He hangs in there and is tenacious with the case. He's compassionate in a way that is just extraordinary, the way he gives money to those who need it, and then he's loyal. If you're Joe's friend, you're Joe's friend for life.
Calculating life balance in a job as a trial lawyer is very difficult. And it's probably one of the most difficult things you do, to balance your family or personal life with your role as a carrier of justice, because you can get totally subsumed. You can let yourself forget all about the principles of why you're there. You can forget about the reason, the basic reason for being a lawyer, i.e. the principles. And it's a real balance.
There's no stopping Joe. He's just going to keep going and doing even more great things.